Hello, and I'm very happy to meet you all in this video, my dear students. So, last class we saw about chapter number 3 we completed இல்லையா so அந்த chapter number 3 நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் ரிவைஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So I guess you are able to understand the concept and I guess you have done all the work as I have told you. Once I have completed the class, you have to go to the book and you have to start reading it. Then only you will be able to recollect the points. So adula whichever is the key point you have to visualize and then underline, and then you have to understand what is the English terminologies they have used and how to present yourself. So you can take the grasp about from them and then you can also use your own words, but the important key words are very much important. In definitions and all, you have to write the definitions as such. You should not change the definition as per your words. So these are all the main instructions that have to be given to you all. So in the last class we saw about public enterprise, private enterprise, and we don't have global enterprise. So in public enterprise we saw about all that department undertaking like that and all. We saw 3 types of thing or there, like government companies and all. So you have understood the concept. I guess we have seen about their merits, their demerits, then their characteristics and features. So one thing which is very common in that is see, if you have to know about the concept, first you will understand what is what. So what is the departmental undertaking, that paragraph, the same thing points will be repeated in features, isn't it? So in features also the same thing was there. Additional points was about employees, isn't it? So employees was there. So another point about whether they're government employees or not, how is their thing. So there was only 2 or 3 points that are extra other than the what is the concept. In features you have to add. So whatever you have given in the features, you will just post it whether it is a merit or whether it is a demerit, isn't it? So whatever is the feature, you can take that as a merit, you can take that as a demerit. So how it is working, that is what is the concept all about. So in 3rd chapter was a very easy chapter. We have completed it within 3 class. So now we are stepping into the 4th chapter, business services. So this is the chapter name. So business services, we are going to see about what is service. So what is business, we know, right? Yes or no? So what is a business? It is an economic activity, isn't it? So we will be engaged in manufacturing or producing a goods or services, isn't it? So these are all the things. So by providing goods or a service, you will be getting some consideration. That consideration will be your profit. That consideration will include your cost of manufacturing or cost whatever. So we saw the difference between a business, profession, isn't it? Everything and all we saw. So so now we are going to see about business services. So what is a service? I have to ask this question to you, everyone. I'm very sure about this chapter. I have to particularly say this chapter is a big lengthy chapter, but very easy chapter. It's not very easy, it's very easy chapter. Why I mean is, see, we are going to understand the concept. Okay, so what is what? We know what is service. Okay, so in the further chapters what is upcoming is like, we know what is bank, we know what is e-banking, we know what is a post office, we know what is transport, we know everything of this in the book. Whatever is given, you yourself know. We know about insurance. So for what is insurance there, what are type of insurance there, everything is general topic. Nothing is there for you to keenly understand. The thing is, you know what is what, but you don't know how it has to be presented, what is the key points to be given in the answer sheet, isn't it? So this chapter is very easy for you. Only thing is, once if I am teaching you, you can understand the concept, you can come along with me in the videos. So you will be able to follow my teaching After me teaching, immediate thing you have to do is go and refer your book. That is very important, because only when you refer your book immediately after this video, because you have to close your videos, I'm sorry, you have to close your books and look at the videos, then only you will be able to hear properly and listen to me. Understood? So only when you're listening to me, there are some points will be going in your mind. This is first thing why I'm saying you to close your books and listen to the video. The second point is that when you are having a book in front, you will be looking at the words and not hearing. Okay, so there will be a deviation. That is why I'm asking you to close your books. So once the video is over, now you have the time to open your books, and now you have time to see the words. Now what you will do, the eyes which were seeing the words will have registered in your brain. So now this brain will be knowing the points which I have written in my video. What you will have to do is, after the video, you have to go take your book and then start reading it. So your mind will recollect the words. This was the word Miss gave on the sheet. So this is the important word you have to underline. அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். So you will start underlining it. Then, so this is a 2 times revision. So more than this, you will be revising for your test. So that is more than sufficient for your 11th standard. And this chapter is also very easy. It's a very basic concept also. So we will be having it in a happy and fun manner. So everything will be as per like a jovial thing. If it was a live class, it would be so funny. But still it's okay, not an issue. We will be enjoying through the video itself. So first point what I have to say is, what is services? So what is services means, without any service there is no business. You can you think without any service is there any business? You will be saying, according to you, business அப்படினா உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த பொருளை வித்தா அதுக்கு பேரு business, isn't it? So if you are selling it, you will be meaning it as a business. But what is the thing is, there is to be some services rendered with a business. Business always, it is associated with some services. See, though you are producing, okay, உங்களுடைய business is only about producing goods அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Only by producing goods you cannot get any profit. You have to render some services. What is the services? Door delivery, or giving it to the customer and giving them warranty, guarantee, then providing any, is there any fault, we will come back to you அப்படினு சொல்றது எல்லாமே whatma, it's all services. Okay, so then to produce your goods, okay va, நீங்க goods produce பண்றீங்க இல்லையா, so for that goods to be produced, there are person who are working, isn't it? So that person, what are they doing? They are in employment, but their work is called services. Okay va? So there are lots to say about services. So what is the thing I can give you some examples is, a service is always associated with a good. Okay va? So goods illama service கொடுக்க முடியுமா அப்படினு கேட்டா, yes, there are some services which need not require goods. Say for example, you are going for a lawyer, you are going for a chartered accountant, isn't it? So what is that they are doing? So the profession they are doing is a service. We have already seen that. So are you getting any goods from them? No. Only the thing is you're getting services. Say, see, you are going for a restaurant. Okay. Sorry. If you are ordering for dosa, okay, or whatever you like, dosa or pizza or whatever it is, whatever you like, you just imagine that. So what is that you are asking for is a product, isn't it? So is that product, when it is coming into your hands and you're having it, consuming it, give me the thing whether it is a goods or a service. You have to think on that. See, the product which is dosa or pizza or any food item, it is a good, but the person who is bringing it to your place, and without him giving in your hand, you cannot consume it, isn't it? So that person who is taking and giving that food in your hand, that kind of work and you are consuming it, isn't it? So that is a service. Without service there is no business. Okay, so in business also, if you are a business person, you are producing the goods, you need to transport it, you need to communicate. Everything is a service. Everything will be seeing one by one. So what is that? In the introduction part they are giving you some examples. So you are purchasing an ice cream, you are eating an ice cream in a restaurant. That is the difference. So what is purchasing means? Just buying the product. Eating in a restaurant is a service. The main thing is it is being rendered as a service to you. Then you're going to a movie hall and you are watching a cinema. Then what is the example they are giving? Other for cinema alternatives, you can purchase a CD also. So when you're purchasing a CD, that CD is a goods. Yeah, that CD is a goods. How about watching a movie in a cinema hall? There is no goods. You are going to only enjoy something. You're going to experience something, isn't it? So that experience or that enjoyment is called as service. Then what is the thing is, so for a school bus, okay, so the owner can decide whether to buy a school bus own, or they can order from, or they can ask a transporter to provide them a bus. Okay, so now in this, when the bus is being bought, the ownership is with the owner, isn't it? Owner of the school. But when it is being leased by some transporter, you are only enjoying the services. The goods is not yours. It may or may not be yours, but actual thing is you are only enjoying the benefit or enjoying some service. It's okay, ma. So that is what it is called as service. So for a goods, it is something like you are going to have it in your own, but it is for a service you are going to experience the feel. Okay, so what is a service? Can you see a service? You cannot see a service. It has to be felt. Okay, so it does not have any physical thing. It does not have, it mostly does not have any physical thing. இப்போ நீங்கள் ஒரு மெஷின் வச்சுருக்கீங்க, உங்கள் வீட்டில் மிக்ஸி இஸ் தேர், it got repaired, mixie or grinder. Okay, you are going to a place where it is being repaired. You are for men I'll say it is a motor vehicle. Okay, so you are having a Royal Enfield. Okay, you are having a bike, Yamaha bike, so FZ and all you're having, whatever it is. So you're having a bike, it got repaired. You have to go and give it to some person who is a mechanic, or who is a person who gets it done, isn't it? So what is that work he's doing is called as service. Can you see that? You cannot see any physical property for service. Okay, but you can feel it. So because of the work done by that mechanic, your machinery or your vehicle has got back to the old condition. It is got ready, isn't it? So that is called as services. So you cannot purchase them. See, if you're going for a doctor, you are going for a doctor and doctor is giving you consultation, isn't it? What is that? Can you say that doctor is giving me some goods? The medicines are also not the goods that is giving. What is that he is giving you is the service. So he is consulting you, he is judging you what is the problem in you, isn't it? So all these comes under services. So there should be always an interaction be realized between the service provider and the consumer. That is very important. So service is an economic activity. Yes, it is economic activity. How it is economic activity? If it is a doctor, you are going to give him a fees. If it is a mechanic, you are going to give him the amount for the repair, isn't it or not? So there is some involvement of some consideration or money, isn't it? So that is economic activity. So when it is there, and there should be an interaction to be realized between the service provider